Hey everyone, this is a photo mosaic. So this might seem like any other image from a far off distance or at a first glance. But when we zoom in, we can understand that it is made up of hundreds of smaller images. Pretty cool, huh? And this is the Wikipedia's explanation of photo mosaics. A picture that has been divided into tiled sections, each of which is replaced with another photograph that matches the target photo. So the next obvious question is, can we make one ourselves? Or how we can automate this process to make photo mosaics with a given set of photographs? Well, the answer depends on how you want to build it and how do you want the final output to be. I can surely show you the end result of this project and let you be the judge. So the image on the right side depicts the photo mosaic, and on the left side you can see the original image. On the right side it is around 31.8 MB of size and resolution is also very high, but on the left side it is only 180 KB. The reason the right side has such a large file size is because each individual pixel is represented using a very high resolution image. That is, on the bottom of the right image we can see I have written the name as EMS100D10. The D10 signifies that each around 10 pixels are represented by a single image, and the S100 signifies that each small image is around the size 100 pixels into 100 pixels. These values can of course be changed to reduce the file size, but it will also reduce the resolution of the final output, and these settings can be changed in the code as you wish, and the values can be decreased from S100 to something below 50, and the value 10 can be increased so that each image covers a larger area of the main image. And now I will show you how these values change the final output, the values 100 and 10. So here we have a value with S100 and a D100. And as you can see, since the value D100 is very high, the area covered by a single image is around 100 pixels. So the original image loses its quality when it is converted to a photo mosaic. And here you can see each image is very large, and since the S100 value, that is a single image, is 100 by 100 and it covers a 100 by 100 area of the original image. So we lose the resolution of the original image to an unrecognizable form. And after countless iterations, I have found that the sweet spot is around a value of S with 100 and a D with 10, such that the D value, that is the area covered by a single small image, is around 10 pixels of the original image, and each of these small images around 100 by 100 size. So even if we zoom in, we can clearly see the single images that make up the large image. Now let's see how the algorithm stands up against an image against the whole color spectrum. So now on the left side we have the whole color spectrum with red, green, yellow, blue, pink, everything, including the white and the black. And on the right side we have the photo mosaic of the left image, and you can clearly see the variations in the color is to an extent only faithfully obtainable if we have the correct amount of source images, that is the number of images that we have in our folder. The thousands of images that we have in our folder should also have a variety of colors in it in order to faithfully replicate on the images on the left side. Now let's just go back to the original image and do a little zoom test. On the left side we have the original image, and on the right side we have the photo mosaic. Let's zoom in on the left image first and get the head portion. So you can clearly see it is high resolution image on the left side. And now on the right side we will do a zoom, and now we can clearly see that each around 10 pixels. Yeah, since the D value is 10, each image covers around 10 pixels and each image is around 100 by 100. So you can clearly see that the face is made up of thousands and thousands of smaller and smaller individual images. The processing is a little bit tough on the computer since it's an old system, but after many trial and errors I have found that the values 100 for the single image 100 by 100 and covering an area of 10 by 10 of the main image is the sweet spot here. And you can clearly see each image clearly, and you can move around seeing each images. And so finally we have the code. It is written in Python, and since I don't have Python 3. The latest version, I have written it in Python 2.7. I will be uploading the code to GitHub, and you guys can change it to 3.7 or to any other language as you wish. And I also hope to make a tutorial video on how to make the whole code and the algorithm, and explaining it in a more detailed way. Hopefully I will do that in the future. And so this is the final code. As you can see, it utilizes the Python image library and OpenCV to do the image processing functions. And it also uses NumPy to finally sort those images and connect those images together to form a final single image. So that's how the photographic mosaics were made, and hopefully we will do a tutorial, and at that time I will upload this code to the GitHub. So thank you guys for watching this short demonstration of photo mosaics.